Alright, so if I play Serena, then I won't have to worry too much about anything except if he comes after my money.
Woo! That your counter in gold? How's my number 2 hit at Waterdeep? Stupid Harpy's Lament. More prepared for flat, huh?
Alright, so I'm going to play Gurky. I've got a decent gambling game and a pretty good power game. It's going to take a fair number of overpowered artifacts to defeat me. What the hell are those?
Oh, just a few things I've collected along the way.
I thought we banned Liswick.
You did not.
We should have banned Liswick.
That was a mistake.
Alright, GOG. Power. As long as nobody has a means to counter fortitude loss, I'll be fine. Oh god, my eyes!
Due to the corrupt overlord's dedication to method acting, and the less than flattering fit of Fiona the Volatile's chainmail thong bikini, we have interrupted this opening for the sake of your sanity, and will discontinue the shooting of the sketch until Braden's recovery from the ungodly trauma. Godspeed the business. Godspeed.
Golden counter. What you got for me today?
Oh, well, I just happen to have Nerodia the Petrifier.
What?
Come on, let's play.
Song?
Petrified.
Gold?
Petrified.
Attack? Drink?
Petrified.
One card left.
Go ahead. See what happens.
Take a drink.
Petrified.
Jason Help? Adult?
I think this is going to be a good game. Hello everyone, this is Braden with Assorted Meeples, and today we are unboxing Red Dragon Inn 8 Pub Crawl. As the name of the expansion suggests, the 5 new playable characters in the expansion are all owners of their own taverns within the Red Dragon Inn universe. There's also a new variant of the game introduced where you can actually pub crawl to these different establishments, each with their own unique drinks that can be ordered while you're visiting that tavern. So what all is in Red Dragon Inn 8? Well, I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. Let's take a look. The Red Dragon Inn 8 Collector's Edition comes with the traditional cardboard coins and character-specific inserts, including a metal Nerodia token, but also has cardboard health and alcohol trackers on the coin sheets if you're looking for an alternative to the traditional glass ones. There are also some diamond crawl tokens for the pub crawl variant, as well as coins of the world and a molded plastic mini pub crawl pawn you can use to further immerse yourself in this new style of gameplay. I personally wish the mini had been pre-painted, but if you are an avid painter, you can easily add your own creative touch. So how does one play the pub crawl variant? Your group starts at the Red Dragon Inn, setting out all 5 of the additional taverns with their respective drink decks, in addition to the traditional Red Dragon Inn drink deck. When a player reveals at least one drink that includes at least one chaser, after it resolves, they pick a tavern to crawl to, move the party pawn to it, then trigger the Tavern Event at that tavern. Each tavern's drink deck has its own discard pile for its unique brews, and if all drinks from a given tavern have been ordered, the tavern closes and is removed from play. A tavern that is not the Red Dragon Inn does not ever reshuffle its discarded drinks back into a drink deck. You can only go back to the Red Dragon Inn once all other establishments have been closed down. The rulebook covers most unique situations, so make sure to keep it handy for questions. The Red Dragon Inn 8 also comes with its own drink deck and prizes, and if you ordered the Collector's Edition on Kickstarter, additional drink and prize promos are included. I noticed the drink deck for this expansion includes quite a few chasers, which is ideal for both the pub crawl variant and one of the included characters, but something to watch out for if you're used to tamer decks. That said, there's a great mix of old favorites and new shenanigans among these cards, and I can't wait to start ordering them for my friends. Finally, we get to the 5 new characters for the Red Dragon Inn 8. First is Phil Startusk. His deck is fairly average, but contains an interesting gimmick in the form of mix-ins. Mix-ins are revealed when drawn and placed on Phil's mix-in shelf. Once there, Phil can use up to 1 mix-in on any drink, adding its effects to the drink. Mix-ins don't count against your hand limit, which is awesome, but can leave you with a smaller hand of cards during the turns you draw them, which is not. This setup is fairly unique for a Red Dragon Inn character, as an add-on mechanic like this is normally found in a separate deck. I'm not personally sold on this change, and have more detailed thoughts in my review article in the description below. Samantha's deck boasts decent gambling cards, but her unique mechanic is the real focus of her character deck: Brawls. Brawls appear in a separate Brawl deck and serve 2 purposes. The first focuses on a Punisher mechanic, giving an opponent 2 bad choices and forcing them to take one. They'll usually take the one most advantageous in the moment, however, so this will often make it difficult to focus on an opponent's weak points. The second is to try and give Samantha access to some benefits just for starting Brawls. These are minor at first, removing a point of alcohol from your total and gaining a gold, but the big payoff is the ability to order 2 drinks during your order a drink phase for the rest of the game after starting your 10th Brawl. If your drink deck is loaded with chasers like the one included in Red Dragon Inn 8, this can be very strong. If not, your mileage will vary. Ordering a drink is not the same as consuming a drink, but this is still a really cool ability, and the creative design really shows here. Lucky's deck is one of the stronger ones in the box. She's a stellar gambler, and has a lot of above-average cards for offense and defense, but many cause undue attention from authority through heat. When Lucky accumulates 3 heat, she either needs to lose 2 fortitude, gain 2 alcohol, or pay 2 gold to the inn. Unlike Samantha's version of the Punisher mechanic, you actually get to choose the best scenario for dealing with the local authorities, which will ensure that your shady dealings continue for as long as possible. Father Farai's deck promotes very flexible strategy, allowing you to focus on the creation of beer, wine, or spirits throughout the course of the game for your friends at the table. These are crafted through progress tokens on his character deck cards, allowing him to move forward with his current brew or change to work on a different one. Beers are the easiest to complete, wines are slightly more difficult, and spirits are the most difficult, and their effects scale accordingly. Note that once a brew is used, it won't be shuffled back into its given deck, even when it runs out, so closing the game before you run out of brews is key. This will be difficult to do with Farai's deck, so choose your moments to share your creations wisely. Nerodia's deck, and boss deck, explores a fairly unique design space through her Petrify and Glare mechanics. Cards that petrify force opponents to choose cards from their hand to place at the bottom of a petrification pile. At the start of your turn, the top card of this pile is returned to its owner. You can also spend petrified cards to fuel Glare, which can turn weaker cards into much stronger cards. Good Glare cards tend to be pricey, however, so you'll generally want to save them for knockout punches. Especially since once spent, the petrified cards also return to their owner's hands. As powerful as hand disruption is, this deck requires fairly careful planning to play well, and generally will perform best as storage for allies to get around hand limits, or setting up one-on-one fights to pair her strong defense with her petrify cards. And there you have it. I think the characters that were designed for the Red Dragon Inn 8 pub crawl explored new design space really well for the most part. The execution of some comes through more brilliantly than others, but any of these characters would be a fun addition to a game of the Red Dragon Inn, and I personally can't wait to give them a test drive myself. Thanks as always for watching, and please don't forget to check out the links in the description below, where you'll find information on my comprehensive review of the Red Dragon Inn's 55 characters, as well as information about how you can support us and the channel at large. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day!
If you like what you just saw, please support us by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more great gaming content.